If business feels exhausting, it's not the work, it's the decisions. Today, we're going to be talking about the system of decision making for your business and why this is so crucial to the overall growth of your business and for your sanity and production. If you are new to this channel, my name is Brittney Bundles. I am an entrepreneurial motivator. I have tons of videos on this channel going over different business insights. We're focusing on systems right now, systems that we can implement to move our businesses forward. And so today we're going to be talking about the importance of having a decision system, pretty much a system for your business that will outline how you move and what needs to be done when certain scenarios arise, so that when anything happens, you're not caught off guard, figuring out what you should do next. You actually have a planned decision system that will help you be able to move forward effectively. Today, I'm going to be looking at my notes to make sure that I don't forget anything, and we're going to hop right into the video. So I'm going to talk about what happens when you don't have a decision system. Some of the things that happen without a decision system is that you say yes way too often. This is something that I experienced in the earlier part of my business when I did not have a policy around refunds and returns, and I didn't know how to say no. So I didn't really have a lot of boundaries with my business. I was trying to people please, which there's nothing wrong with wanting your customers to be satisfied. But there is something wrong when you're constantly people pleasing and constantly doing things that are not in the best interest of your business. If you are running a beauty business, you should have a refund policy in place where you're not accepting all products that are being sent back to you because of sanitary reasons. If someone has opened hair extensions and they have installed hair extensions or have washed hair extensions or have put any products on hair extensions and they're sending it back to you, and then you go and attempt to resell them, that can be a huge liability. So there has to be some decision around what you're going to do when a refund or return request comes up. And that's why it's important to have your refund and return policy already created before you go live. You will be amazed how many people start their website, start their business without having policies in place, and that can really hurt them. The second thing that happens without a decision system is people often second guess pricing. And this looks like creating a price on your website and then a few people coming to you and saying, hey, is there a way that I can get a discount? Do you offer anything lower? Such and such company has a lower price. And then you get into a process of negotiating back and forth and not standing on your prices. I do believe that it's beneficial to offer sales and promotions. That's why companies do them. However, it's also very beneficial for you to be able to stand on your pricing, because that's going to make you seem more assured of the products that you're offering. And it's also going to have people respect what you're selling. If people know that they can come to you and say they don't want to pay your price and you will change that price, a lot of times people are going to come to you and say they don't want to pay that price. There's nothing wrong with looking into different retention offers or different strategies to secure the sale. But again, not having strict decision processes on when you offer discounts, when you lower prices, and when you stand firm on the pricing that you have created can definitely hurt your business as well. Another thing that can happen without a decision system is you can begin to start chasing trends instead of being consistent with what it is you offer and your pace of business. So that looks like 1 minute you're offering hair extensions on your website. The next minute you're offering shoes that are trending. The next minute you're offering girdles or waist trainers. The next minute you're offering pet collars. The next minute you're offering plants. And so you're doing a lot. I'm exaggerating at this point, but you're offering a lot of different things on your website and you're chasing the trends instead of being consistent and promoting the products that you offer. You're not always going to be trending. You're not always going to have the most trending products. However, you can provide something that trend cannot, and that's consistency and that's credibility and reliability. Trends fade, but your customer service, your product quality, those should always remain. Are there times that you can be trendy? Yes. And there are times that you should be trendy. However, you shouldn't get so wrapped up in the trends that you forget what your initial focus is. All of this can lead to emotional burnout where you are just feeling so tired, so over your business. And this is when you see a lot of business owners taking long breaks or not posting on their social media or not being present on their website chats and really just stopping that business for months. To combat this, what we can do is create decision filters. And decision filters are pre-decided standards that you use before acting. So these are plans and processes that you have already implemented for your business, policies and procedures, in other words, for when certain scenarios arise, you and also the people working with you know how to handle them. And so when you're looking at creating the policies and procedures for your business, you want to ask yourself, does this serve my long-term vision? Does this protect me emotionally and financially? Does this serve my customers and clients? Does it make the process purchasing with our company more simple and provide more clarity? Decision filters should be applied to every portion of your business. You want standard policies and procedures to cover the gist of what you've encountered in your business and what you are going to encounter going forward. So you want policies and procedures, decision filters for pricing, refunds, for order processes, for credits if you offer them, collaborations, brand partnerships, affiliate partnerships. You want to make sure that everything is specified. And you can do this by creating your policies and procedures and putting them on your website under policies and procedures. Now, a big purpose of doing this is because you want to make sure that your standards decide your processes over your emotions. When we don't have standards and when we don't have policies and procedures already drafted, what we tend to do is we tend to lean on our emotions, which can change daily. We tend to lean on what sounds right in the moment instead of making sure that we're doing the same thing across the board. And so that can stop our consistency, which can impact our income and also our business reputation. I'm going to talk about some ways that you can build your policies and procedures. You want to make sure that you're defining your income priorities. You want to take into consideration your time limits. You want to define your energy boundaries. And you ultimately want to see what's going to work best for your business and correlate with your long-term goal, and also provide that clarity and structure for your customers to be able to work with you seamlessly. If you need any assistance with drafting your decision filters, aka policies and procedures, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to respond and assist you with any questions that you may have. Also, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. This year, we're going to continue talking about systems that are going to aid our business in growing further. I really hoped, again, that this video helped, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.